Welcome to the show with your host, Jonathan Bastards. He's an asshole, yeah, he's a bastard with a foul mouth. Old, deaf, and blind, it's his time now. Giving the news weekly, this dude is creepy and rude. And he hates all of you, old bastard news. He's cussing things up, he's bucking, he's up to something, let's go. OBN, it's time for the show. Yeah, let's roll.
No, he's old Grandpa. Old Jonathan Bastards here to talk to you on my show and the news that is occurring in the world today. We have much to talk about, such as the, politics with, what's his name, Donald Trump and Hillary Clitoris. Clinton and Donald Trump. We have lots of news set in the world of film and TV, like that new show on Netflix. What is that? Johnny Cage. That is not Johnny Cage. That's Luke Cage. What? It's not the man from that Mortal Kombat. No, it's not that, Grandad. No wonder I thought he looked a bit different. So we can talk about that with Netflix. HBO has that new show. What is it? Westworld starring Richard Harris. That's Ed Harris. Can't you get anything fucking right? Apparently not. So there's much to talk about. We can talk about anything you wish. That is why this segment is called Ask That Bastard. Because people might think that I am an old bastard, but I am in fact only 23 years old. This is what happens, people, when you do drugs. You become an old bastard like me, cranky and bitter at the world. So, well, first of all, let me give my view on the election. Or, as I call it, the erection, whatever it is. But Donald Trump, well, that man, he is completely insane. His views on the world of the Americans and the Great Wall he wants to build. What is he? Thinks he's Jon Snow or something. What a bloody insane man. But with that said, he has a few points that I think do not go far enough. I would like to make America great again, and I'm not American. Can you imagine that? Well, you know, the world is completely bonkers. And then Hillary Clinton, my God, that woman. Oh, Hillary, you remind me of Jack Nicholson's Joker, but less insane. You need to get your shit together, woman. America, you are stuck in a hard place. You can vote for cranky, bitter old bastard, or you can vote for an insane woman that makes Jared Leto's Joker seem rather normal. I pity you bastards. I really do. Well, with that said, I would like to talk about Netflix and the show that is coming up, Luke Cage. Luke Cage, well, what can be said about that? If you have seen a Daredevil, and a Daredevil 2, and what's her name, Jessica Jones, I am very excited to see Luke Cage. And apparently it starts, but past my bedtime because I go to sleep at about 5 p.m. after I have my dinner and my morning nap, which is why I don't know why I'm here now, because I am very, very sleepy. But my grandson, if I don't do this, he'll beat me. Shut up, old man. Don't tell me to shut up. I'm telling the audience what you do to me. You are a little prick. Hey, fuck you, old man. Don't you dare. Don't you dare use that language at me, you little turd. Yes, that's as I thought. Back to where you go. This is my show, and I am taking over your Facebook. So, piss off. Now, where was I? Luke Cage. Yes, Netflix. Well, it is an interesting concept. I am hearing it is getting rather good reviews and good positive word of mouth. And you know, who doesn't want to see a great big man beating the living shit out of criminals? It's my kind of show. Nothing good in seeing a man getting beaten off. I mean, a good man getting beaten up. I'm not gay. I swear to God, I am not gay. Well, there was that time back in the war, but that was a completely different situation. So, yes, and with that said, Westworld? Yes, you remember that show with that man with the bald head? Yul Brynner, whatever his name was. Oh, there's a light that just went past my page. By that Jamie, your missus just liked one of my videos. Ha, stick that up your hole. Shut up, you old bastard. She's my missus, not yours. Well, shouldn't she be working? Well, yes, she probably should be, but you know her. She's like my brother, always busy. Well, young Jamie, he says, back to work with you, because you should be working. Because, face it, your husband-to-be's bloody hopeless. He will never bring in any money. Shut up, you old bastard. I've worked very hard. You don't work hard at all. I mean, look at the state of this place. You should be cleaning up, not putting your hand up my anus and talking. Well, he raised a good point there. Yes, I always raise a good point. So, back to work with you, you asshole. Now, Westworld and Netflix. Well, not Netflix, that's HBO. Netflix has Luke Cage. HBO is showing that new and revamped show called Westworld. Yes, Westworld. If you have not seen Westworld, hello, Hamid. I see you are now watching Old Man Jonathan. Hamid, he worked with you, didn't he? Yeah, he did. I think he actually left. He left? I wonder why. Working with your ass, I would leave too, you stupid old prick. Oh, sorry. He doesn't give me my medicine. I give you your medicine all the time. You don't. You treat me horrible. I have always treated you good. I brought you into our home. Oh, you keep me locked in the shed. I do not keep you locked in the... Don't lie to these people, for God's sake. He makes me sleep under the stairs. Do you believe that old man down the stairs? All I have is this tuxedo. He has nothing else for me. All I wanted was a hat and a place to sleep, and you won't do that for me. Your own granddad. You know what? If you keep this up, you'll end up back in the home. How do you think about that? Well, it's not so bad after all, I must say. With that said, Westworld. Well, if you have not seen the original Westworld, it is Yul Brynner. You know, the king and I, the one he sings and dances, but this is a different one. This was what inspired the Terminator. And believe it or not, they were going to remake this movie once, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, the man, what's the muscles from Brussels? That's Jean-Claude Van Damme, not Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well, what's Arnold Schwarzenegger's nickname then? Arnold? Arnold? What kind of nickname's that? Well, Arnie, Arnold, you know, Schwarzenegger, whatever you want to call him, but the muscles from Brussels is Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme? What kind of name is that? He's Belgium, yeah, he was kickboxer, street fighter, a blood sport. Blood sport? What kind of blood sport world is this? You know, it's an old movie about the Kumite. It's actually based on a true story. True story? What true story? Look, can you just get back to Westworld? No, I'm more curious about this Van Damme fellow now. Who? Van Damme? It sounds like a place you keep the water. It's just Westworld. Get on with Westworld. Westworld, okay. Westworld. HBO, as you know, host that movie, a show, TV, whatever it's called Game of Chairs, Game of Thrones. Well, it's the same thing, throne, chair. A throne is a toilet, if I recall. No, not in this case. Game of Thrones it's a throne. It's about the kingdom and shit. Kingdom. I never remember a king sitting on no toilet. Can you imagine the queen on the toilet taking a shit? Well, that would be quite... I wonder if she has people to wipe her ass for her. Granddad, people do not want to hear you talking about the queen and her ass. Well... You know, royalty has to shit as well. No, well, yeah, they probably do, but not in the case in the way you imagine. Well, maybe she uses her corgis to wipe her ass. Sometimes I amuse myself. I give myself a heart attack. So, where was I? Donald Trump? No, you've already talked about Donald Trump. Trump, whatever. Hillary Clinton then. No, you've talked about her as well. You're up to HBO and talking about Westworld. Westworld, what's that? You've already spoken about it. You said you can't wait to watch this show. I don't recall that. You were just speaking about it about 5 minutes ago. Westworld, it was a famous movie with Yul Brynner set in the West. Well, it's kind of a amusement park kind of thing. Amusement park? What, like Disney? Well, kind of like Disney, but in a horrible kind of way. I don't recall that. Westworld. Oh, yes, Westworld! Where you can be a gunfighter in the OK Corral, taking on machines that are cowboys, and then isn't there a Roman world as well, and all that kind of garbage? There is, but I don't know if they'll appear in this. Well, that's just wonderful then, isn't it? If you're gonna remake something, do it properly, HBO. But then again, you do Game of Chairs, and I love Game of Chairs. Do you mind just getting on with a goddamn show instead of just singing the damn Game of Thrones theme? I like that theme. I love that show. Khaleesi and her dragons. Oh, I cannot wait for that to come back. Well, speaking about shows coming back, Grandad, what about The Walking Dead? Oh, Walking Dead, that scares me. Why does it scare you? It has zombies. What do you think Game of Thrones has? White Walkers. Oh, that's different. White Walkers, zombies, they are not really the same kind of thing. Actually, they are kind of the same thing. They're both pretty scary and both dead. Kind of like the politics in America. Both dead and fucked. Don't use bad language, especially live on air. What? What did I say? You used the F word. Did I? What? F word? What kind of F word? Granddad, Jesus Christ, your Alzheimer's is getting worse. I told you don't give me my medicine. It makes me worse. It gives me a headache. Oh, stop playing the sympathy card. He beats me too. I do not beat you. You do. You lock me in the stairs. Don't feed me. Don't give me my medicine. Look at my eyes. I can't even see. The world is cruel. The Walking Dead. Okay, Dad. Dad? I'm not your dad. I meant Granddad. If I was your dad, my God. Then again, maybe I'm your dad. Wouldn't that be funny? No, that would be goddamn painful. You have my nose and my hair. Or lack of hair. Hey, shut up, you old prick. I actually have hair if I want to grow it. He's lying. He's bald as a baby's ass. Oh, shit. Oh, you see that? He punched me in the nose. Oh. What in my old nose? I can't handle this pain anymore. Walking Dead. Oh, yes. That Nigel fella. Negan, Nigel. Same thing. Where did the season left off? Well, last season we saw Rick and the group and... Oh, yes. They were all meeting Lucille, his baseball bat. Lucille, same thing. Negan has to kill one of them, so I will tell you now who it is because I know everything. You don't know everything, you suspect. Suspect, no, same thing. But I tell you this, people. I know the comics. I know the TV show. I know, get on with it. Oh, okay then. This is what will happen. What will happen? What was I talking about? You were talking about The Walking Dead, for God's sakes. Oh, yes, The Walking Dead. Well, this is my prediction. If that young Asian boy, Glenn Quagmire? No, Glenn Quagmire's from Family Guy. Well, what Glenn is this? Glenn 20? No, that's a bloody cleaning product. Glenn is from Walking Dead. He's the Asian boy who's married to Maggie, and supposedly he might die off. Why? Well, I don't want to spoil anything. No, people aren't even watching this. Who does he kill? Well, in the comic, you do find out Glenn dies. What? Dies? They're expecting a baby. How brutal can this show be? Well, that's what I suspect. Well, I'll tell you this. If Glenn was going to die, wouldn't he have been killed off at the end of the season. So why hold it back if it was to happen? The greatest secret would be to keep him alive. But people saying he hasn't been seen on set. Ah, well, that could be a ploy. I will tell you this. I predict Negan takes Glenn hostage. That's why we don't see him. How's that for you? And he kills that gingerhead man, because we all know gingerhead people are just horrible anyway. You can't say that, Grandad. Well, they are. They have no soul. You know that. No, I don't know that. I actually find that offensive. You find everything I say offensive, because you didn't grow up in my time. We hunted gingerhead people. That's why I shaved my head. I had ginger hair, and it was a tragic time. They took out my eyes. Well, I took out my eyes, but I didn't like myself, so that made perfect sense. Well, with that said, I don't know what else to say, but Abraham will die in the Walking Dead, whatever you want to call it, and Glenn will live on to fight another day. If I am wrong, may I lose my testicles. You've already lost them, Grandad. Oh, how? Oh, so you're right. That's right, I did lose them. They chopped them off in Vietnam. You didn't even fight in Vietnam. Didn't I? What was I doing over there then? You probably went there on a holiday. Oh, that's right, I lost my testicles gambling. Don't gamble in Vietnam. To tell you that, it cost you an arm and a leg. And your testicles. So, with that said, people, this is Joe Jonathan Bastards, heading off to, go to sleep, I guess. Because I'm old and I needed some sleep. You happy now? Now you can't beat me, you little turd. Don't you think I won't fucking beat you if I get the chance? Oh, you wish you could. You wouldn't have the guts to beat me. You don't think I would have the guts to beat you? Well, maybe you would. Help me.